As we start a new year now in 2025, I just wanted to go over a couple health tips that I think will be useful for you as you start the new year, whether you're starting New Year's resolutions or you just have some health goals in mind. Maybe you're thinking about losing some weight, gaining some muscle, or improving your blood cholesterol, blood glucose. I just wanted to go over a few tips from my Wellness and Longevity course, which I teach this through the framework of a longevity pyramid, where at the base of the pyramid we start out with nutrition, exercise, and sleep, and then we build upon that. But this will just be a brief overview, some highlights taken from the course that will hopefully help you get 2025 started off on the right foot. Number one would be your nutrition. What does that look like? You know, there's so much debate out there. What's the best diet? You know, keto, paleo, vegan, etc. I just want to encourage you to eat mostly whole foods. At least 80% of the foods that you eat should be whole foods, minimally processed foods, compared to ultra-processed foods like chips and crackers and fast food and things like that that have been highly processed, where a lot of the nutrition has been stripped out of the foods. If you can eat 80% of your food, having it be whole foods, that's single ingredient foods, that's going to improve your health. It's going to make you feel more full because you're going to be getting more fiber, which isn't stripped away as it is in the ultra-processed foods. And that's going to go a long way to helping improve your body composition, help you lose weight, and improve your health overall. Also included under the nutrition sort of segment would be optimizing your protein intake. You want to try to eat 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, and let's say you want to be 135 pounds, you should be eating 135 grams of protein per day. Try to space it out maybe in 3 or 4 meals or 3 meals and a snack throughout the day for best benefits for you. You might have to supplement with whey protein, you might have to supplement with a protein shake, that's okay. But you really have to hit that mark every day. You can't just say, oh, one day I got 140, the next day I got 80, then I got 150, and then I got 90. You have to be very consistent with that. And the importance of that is you want to maintain muscle, if not build muscle, because as we age, we tend to lose muscle mass. And when you lose muscle mass, it affects your metabolism. It makes it harder for you to process blood sugar, and it also disrupts your insulin metabolism as well. So you're not just trying to build more muscle for aesthetic reasons, you're trying to build more muscle to improve your metabolism. It just makes it easy to sort of effortlessly maintain your weight. Moving over to exercise. You want to try to get at least 150 minutes, which is 2.5 hours of moderate intensity cardio per week, and try to add in 2 weight training sessions per week. It could be 45 minutes on one day and 45 minutes on another day. Maybe Mondays you do upper body weight training, and later in the week, Wednesday or Thursday, you're doing lower body. Whatever that is, try to add to it over time. Ideally, maybe you get up to a point where you're doing weights 3 times, 4 times, maybe even 5 times a week to really optimize your overall muscle health. Because remember, having good muscle health improves your metabolism, improves your bone health, also improves your cognition and your brain health as well. After that, I would look at your sleep. Most people should be getting between 7 and 9 hours of sleep per night. Why is sleep so important? Well, if you're getting good sleep, especially deep sleep, you're detoxing your brain, you're improving your body composition, you're burning more fat, you're building more muscle, because that's really all happening at night, specifically with deep sleep from around 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So try to go to bed consistently at around the same time and wake up consistently around the same time, even on the weekends. That's probably the most important tip for overall sleep hygiene, which refers to sort of your sleep habits at night. Try to sleep in a cold room, about 65 or 66 degrees Fahrenheit, a very dark room, and a very quiet room if you can. Try to minimize, tablet or screen time or phone time right before bed, maybe an hour or 2. And if you must watch TV in the bedroom or use your phone, try to use blue blocker glasses. These are yellow tinted glasses that are going to block the blue light, because the blue light interferes with melatonin production. Melatonin is important to help induce good sleep. Following that, I would also think about which blood tests should you be getting, which diagnostic tests, maybe some imaging testing that you should be getting to start the new year to prevent disease. We know that the number 1 cause of death in the United States and in the world is cardiovascular disease. So, in addition to looking at cholesterol and some other inflammatory markers, if you're over the age of 40, I would talk to your doctor about maybe getting a calcium scan or a calcium score, which is a CAT scan through the heart, which looks for the presence of calcified or diseased blood vessels. You can also think about maybe even getting a CT angiogram where they inject dye into your bloodstream and then also do a CAT scan of your heart, again, looking at the blood vessels, which shows you the presence of disease. If you're over the age of 50, you might want to think about preventing cancer. You can get a full body MRI that's going to detect cancers at a very early stage. There's even some blood tests you can get that will look at about 50 or 60 different cancers that are not routinely screened. You know, we're only screening for a couple cancers, you know, breast cancer, colon cancer, cervical cancer, prostate cancer. But there are many other cancers that are going undetected and unscreened until they're too late. So those are a few diagnostic tests you can think about as you start the new year, and have a discussion with your primary care doctor about this. If you don't have an appointment set up with your doctor, think about scheduling that, hopefully now, maybe in January or even February at the latest. And also I would think about your exposure and your circadian rhythm. You know, a lot of people miss this part and they say, well, I'm indoors most of the day, I can't really get outside. But when you're not getting that early morning sunlight, you're really doing yourself a disservice, because it's really going to disrupt, one, your sleep later in the day. You need to get this early morning sunlight. Makes it easier for you to fall asleep in the evening. Other tips you can do are grounding, which is the mere act of standing in the grass, standing in the sand, or having your feet in contact with the earth. Sends a bunch of electrical charges and negative electrons into your body, which also makes it easier for you to sleep and overall decreases your body's inflammation. So those are just a couple tips that I can think of related to improving your health as you start moving into the new year. We go into these and many other topics in much deeper detail in our longevity course. But if you have any questions about this, feel free to leave a comment or send us a message. And hope you have a great 2025, and I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.